So, I think I've worked this out, that you're deaf? The look of doubt on his face made her stomach twist. She knew she had to win him over, but how? Hi, I'm Garvin DeShazer, and this is your daily inspiration. As her eyes darted from his face to the hands of her interpreter signing his question, the whole journey played over again in her mind. The discovery, when she was just 4 years old, that she could sing any song she heard, a child with the rare gift of perfect pitch. The joy she found in music from such an early age, even though it was often difficult to hear. Hearing had always been the challenge. Born with a connective tissue disorder, she always needed hearing aids and had learned to rely on lip reading. Nevertheless, she continued moving forward with her one true passion, music. Following her dream of becoming a teacher, she enrolled in a university music education program. But her hearing loss was worse than she'd realized. One day in class, there was a test to write down the notes being played on a piano. As she sat waiting for the test to begin, she saw the other students turning in their papers. That was the day, she says, her happy dream bubble burst. Returning to her dorm, carrying a notification from the school of her removal from the music program, she was knocked down by a bicyclist who had been shouting at her to move, not realizing she could not hear him. She dropped out of school and fell into a deep depression. I made the mistake of associating my entire identity with one single dream, she says. And when that dream died, I very much felt like I had died. Years passed, and she struggled to redefine who she was. Then her father suggested giving music one more try. She agreed, but really just to prove it was impossible, so she could finally move on. However, she determined to give the attempt her best, to really try, so she would know once and for all. She got a piece of sheet music and an electric tuner that would shine a green light for each note she sang correctly. 10 hours later, she sang through the whole song with nothing but green lights. I couldn't believe it, she says. My perfect pitch and muscle memory all came together. With the help of a vocal coach, Mandy Harvey began performing again. And now, here she was on America's Got Talent, standing on a national stage, shoeless, so she could feel the tempo of the bass through the floor. "What will you be singing?" Simon asked. "It's a song I wrote called Try," she answered. "Can you tell me what it's about?" he asked. "After I lost my hearing, I gave up," she said. "But I want to do more with my life than just give up." This time, his look was one of encouragement. "This is your moment," he said. "Good luck." Strumming her ukulele, she began singing her song in a voice gentle, sweet, and courageous. Within the first few notes, the uncertainty on the faces of the audience was being replaced by surprise and delight. Midway through the song, some were wiping at tears, and on the final verse, all as one leapt to their feet in a spontaneous celebration as the triumph of the human spirit poured forth in Mandy's words and music. And then, Simon Cowell, well known as a harsh and unrelenting music critic, did something very unusual. He said, "Mandy, I don't think you're going to need a translator for this," and he hit the golden buzzer. So how did Mandy Harvey win over Simon Cowell and the other judges? How did she overcome the doubts of the audience in the studio and across the country? She did it by first overcoming her own fears and doubts, by trusting her gifts, and by authentically sharing them with others. In the words of her song, she tried. Who do you need to win over today? Are you ready to overcome your fears and doubts? What gifts do you have to authentically share? Are you willing to try? Thanks for listening. May your day be filled with love, laughter, and infinite joy. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Scott Sampson, producer for the Daily Inspirations podcast. Garvin and I are excited to share these stories with you every Monday through Friday. If you're looking for inspiration on the weekend, come check out our blog. Visit dailyinspirationsandmeditations.com to learn more about us, and if you have an inspiring story you'd like to see featured on the podcast, fill out the Contact Us section on the website so we can get in touch with you. The Daily Inspirations podcast will always be free, so please help us get the word out by rating and reviewing us, and make sure to subscribe and share with others. We hope you have a truly inspired day. Until tomorrow, this is Scott, signing off.